today. So we've got our second week of things all about metabolism. The theme, which you may have seen an email about as well, there was discussions around menopause as well, and that's not to exclude any guys who might be on the call today as well, because that can, you know, as we age, things like our metabolism and that kind of thing can suffer a little bit, and that's not isolated to women. So that can be men as well, have that same issue as we age. So one thing that we're going to be doing a bit of this morning is all around twists and that kind of thing. So twists are great for boosting metabolism and getting the body moving. So that's kind of what we're going to be focusing on this morning. So if you've got a block, definitely grab a water bottle. You might want that. If you've got a block and that kind of thing, by all means grab that. I might offer a few options for blocks, cushions, all that kind of caper. Not essential though, so take it as you need, and remember that it's your practice this morning. Also, please do bear in mind that most of you have your cameras off, so I can't see exactly what you're doing. So I'm not going to be able to offer personalized modifications for the class this morning as well. So please do look after your bodies and work within your limits. So I'm just going to mute everyone just in case, just so we don't get any additional background noise. Cool. That's strange. So Erica, I'm not sure what's going on with your device. I'm not able to mute you. So if you can just make sure that you don't have any background noise going on, that would be fantastic. Just to make sure we don't get any interruptions and that kind of thing. So just be aware of that throughout the class. So let's come on up to this front of our mat to start with today. We're going to start in a standing posture. And we're just going to take a little rock forward and back just to get a bit of a sense of where the body is in space. So rocking forward and back. Maybe another little roll through the shoulders. And then letting the body settle down into a nice even position here. And we're going to take a little neck stretch here. So dropping the right ear down towards the right shoulder, chin to chest, and then bring it over to the other side, so left hand side. Bring it up towards center. And then we'll take it down the other direction. So left ear to left shoulder, chin to chest, and then bring it round to the right. Coming on up to center. Take a little roll through the shoulders. So as we come into winter, it can be quite tempting to start to get a little bit hunched through the body as we try and conserve warmth. So what I want you to really do today, if you need to have a heater or something on in your space, do that. But make sure you're nice and open and really focus on opening up your chest and keeping your body nice and open today. So we'll take a couple of little half sun salutations to start warming up through the body. So inhale, lifting on up, and then exhale down through heart center. One more, inhale, lifting on up, and then exhale to fold. From here, take a little ragdoll position. So bending through the knees. As you fold forward here, can make it a little bit easier. Maybe a little sway from side to side. Maybe a little nod of the head, yes and no. Beautiful, releasing the hands. We're going to roll on all the way up to stand, getting a bit of movement through the spine, rolling out. Beautiful, inhale, lifting on up, and then hands down through heart center. Beautiful. One more here. Inhale, lifting on up, and then exhale, folding forward. Beautiful. Take a little sway side to side. Maybe a little nod of the head, yes and no, releasing any tension through the back of the neck. Releasing the hands and rolling on up to stand. Beautiful. Inhale, lifting on up and bringing hands to heart center again. Beautiful. This time we're going to move on. So inhale, lifting on up through the hands, and then exhale, folding forward. Beautiful. Taking a halfway lift and fold. This time, however you get there, stepping back to all fours. So we're going to come straight back to all fours here, taking it into a little round of cat-cow here. So inhale, looking up, and then exhale, rounding through. Beautiful. Inhale, looking up, and then exhale to round through. One more. Inhale, looking up, and exhale to round through. One more here. Inhale, looking up, and exhale to round through. Coming back to center. This time we'll take it side to side here. So drawing the hips and the shoulders around to one side, looking out to that side. Coming back to center, and then exhale, bring it over to the other side. So a little side bend here if that feels okay. Obviously, if you've got any back or neck issues, please do work within your limits. So coming around to the other side. Back to center, and then over to that second side again. Coming back to center. Let's take one more round of cat-cow here. So inhale, looking up, and then exhale to round through. Obviously, if you've got any wrist issues and that kind of thing, your option is to have your knuckles on the floor and keep the wrists nice and straight. Inhale, looking up, and then exhale to round through. One more. Inhale, looking up, and then exhale to round through. Coming back to center. And then from here, we're going to push the right leg back, taking a little stretch through the calf. I know for me, my calves tend to get quite tight throughout the week, so this always feels really good. And then we're going to take that onto the other side. So pushing the left leg back, taking a stretch through that left calf. Then coming on back to center. Beautiful. From here, tuck the toes under, pushing back up to down dog. So if this is not for you, if you've got any shoulder issues and that kind of thing, you can stay on all fours if you prefer. And take a little pedal out here through the feet. So if you're coming up to down dog, pushing all the knuckles down into the floor. So pushing the hands down like so. So it almost feels like you're pushing your hands into the floor, but you're keeping the heel of your hand on the floor. So you're not actually lifting up to here, because that's going to put undue force on those knuckles. But push them down into the floor. Beautiful. Coming back to center. Tilt the hips up nice and high. You can keep a little bend in the knees if that feels better. And then inhale, lifting up to tiptoes. Walk the feet forward. Beautiful. Coming on up to a halfway lift. Pull those shoulders back. Exhale, release. And then inhale, lifting all the way up. Bringing hands to heart center. Taking another couple of breaths here. Beautiful. So making sure you're nice and balanced on your feet. There's some engagement through your legs here. So inhale, looking up. Exhale to fold. Beautiful. Inhale, lifting halfway. Exhale to fold. Plant the hands, stepping back on the right foot. Dropping the right knee down. Inhale, lifting on up. Taking this little twist here. Or taking this little lunge, not a twist. And then now we'll take our twist, so twisting towards that front knee. So as I said, promising some twists today. Inhale, lifting up that right arm. Exhale, release it down to the mat. Stepping it back. Beautiful. From here, high to low plank from the knees. So core is switched on. You're in a high plank on your knees here. Lower down to the mat. Roll the shoulders forward. Inhale to cobra, pull the shoulders back. So as I was saying before, opening through the chest. Release it down, tuck the toes under, pushing all the way back. Down dog. Beautiful. Take a little pedal out here if it feels good. That's it. Coming back to center. Inhale, lifting up to tiptoes and draw our right knee forward. And step it through towards the thumb. If you need to give it a helping hand, you can. Grabbing that ankle with the hand. From here, we're going to drop that back knee down. Inhale to lift on up And then exhale, take that twist again. So same twist we did before. Inhale, lifting on up. Left arm this time. Exhale, bring the hands on down to the mat. Tuck the back toes under and stepping forward. Taking a halfway lift and fold. Inhale to lift on all the way up. Hands to heart center. Beautiful. Take another breath or two here. Beautiful. Take another breath or two here. Awesome. Inhale, lifting on up. And exhale to fold. Inhale, take a halfway lift. Exhale to fold. Plant the hands, stepping back on the right outer left leg this time. We better go second side. Pop that left knee down towards the mat. Inhale to lift on up. Take that lunge and hip flexor stretch. Beautiful. We'll twist towards that front leg. So left hand comes down towards that right knee. Beautiful. Inhale, lift on up. And release it down to the mat, stepping it back. Beautiful. High to low plank here. From the knees this time. So, or again, we lower down all the way to the mat, elbows in. Inhale to cobra. Really pull those shoulders back, activating those muscles through the back. Hover for a moment and release. Tuck the toes under, pushing all the way back, down dog. Beautiful. Take another couple of breaths here. That's it. Inhale, lifting up to tiptoes, drawing that left knee in towards the nose. We step it through. Keep those hips lifted, so really use your core to lift the hips. Push through that back leg. Drop that back knee down, which is the right knee. Inhale to lift. Sink the hips forward and down. And twisting towards the front leg again. So the right hand comes towards left knee. I don't know, that twist feels really good through my shoulders this morning actually. So inhale, lifting up, reversing. And then windmill it down to the mat. Tuck the back toes under. And we're going to step it forward. Taking a halfway lift. And fold. Inhale to lift on all the way up. Hands to heart center. Taking another couple of breaths here. That's it. Inhale, lifting on up. Exhale to fold. Inhale, take a halfway lift. Exhale to fold. Plant the hands, stepping back, right leg. Dropping the knee. Inhale and exhale. Inhale and windmill. Step it back, high to low. You've got an option here, coming up to your toes, high to low plank. Inhale, up dog or cobra, and then exhale, back through to down dog. Beautiful. Take a little pedal out here. That's it. Release the heels down to the floor. Inhale, lifting on up through the heels, drawing right knee in towards your nose. Step it through. From here, you've got an option. You can drop the back knee down or come all the way up into your full lunge here. So drop it on down into your full lunge if you're going there, or drop that back knee down. Take another breath or two here. We twist towards the front leg. Beautiful. You can reverse here. Beautiful. Windmill it all the way around and step it forward. Taking a halfway lift and fold. Inhale to lift. Hands to heart center. Take another breath or two here. That's it. Inhale, lifting on up, and we fold. Inhale, take a halfway lift. Exhale to fold. Plant the hands, stepping back, left leg this time. Drop that left knee down. Inhale to lift. We take that twist towards that front leg. Inhale and windmill. Step it back, high to low plank. So set yourself up full length if you would like. Lower down, inhale, up dog or cobra. Exhale, back through to down dog. Beautiful, really working a bit of movement through the shoulders here. That's it. Inhale, lift to tiptoes. Draw that left knee in towards the nose. Keep those hips lifted up onto tiptoes. Step it through. Inhale to lift. You've got that option to drop that back knee down. Take a little hover if that feels good. Or a little up and down. That's what I'm looking for. Option to twist towards that front leg. Beautiful. Option to reverse. And then windmill it down to the mat, stepping it forward. Taking a halfway lift and fold. Inhale to lift. Hands to heart center. That's it. Take another breath or two here. Take a little moment. Option to grab a little sip of water if you would like. Take a little roll through the shoulders and settle into our Tadasana or mountain pose here. And try not to swallow your sip of water down the wrong direction like I did. That's it. From here, inhale, lifting on up. Exhale to fold. Inhale, take a halfway lift. Exhale to fold. Plant the hands, stepping back on the right leg. Beautiful. Let's take a little twist here. So inhale, lifting on up. Exhale, release that hand down. Step it back, high to low plank. Inhale, up dog or cobra. And then exhale, back through to down dog. Beautiful. Inhale, lifting up that right leg to the sky. Knee to nose, step it through. Inhale to lift. Crescent lunge. Bring those little fingers in towards center. Bring the shoulders back and down. Take one more breath. And then exhale, release the hands down to the mat. Step it forward. Taking a halfway lift and fold. Inhale to lift. Hands to heart. Inhale to lift. Exhale to fold. Inhale, lift halfway and fold. Plant the hands, stepping back, left leg. Coming into that twist, lift the right arm up. Exhale, release it down, stepping back, high to low plank. That's it. Core is on. Hips stay in line. Core stays on here. Lift the hips high using your core. Exhale, back through to down dog, flipping over the toes. Beautiful. Inhale, lifting up, left leg. Knee to nose, step it through. Inhale, lift, crescent lunge. That's it. Take another breath or two here. Exhale, release the hands to the mat, stepping it forward. Taking a halfway lift and fold. Inhale to lift, hands to heart center. Here we go. We build on here. We're going to come into the main part of our flow this morning. So inhale, lifting on up. Exhale to fold. Watch for the difference here. So not really much chaturanga through our flow this morning. Release the hands, sinking into our chair pose. That's it. Keep those shoulders back and down. If you need, you can bring your elbows down if that helps. Or hands up, whatever feels better for you this morning. Take another couple of breaths here. That's it. Hands come down to heart center. We twist towards our right. So we're going to bring a left elbow towards right knee, trying to keep those knees in line with one another. So don't let the hips and knees wiggle around. Take that twist from your torso. So coming into that twist, settling in, take a breath here. And then inhale, balancing onto your right leg here. Lift the left leg up, step it back into a twisted lunge. Beautiful. Take another breath or two here. Inhale, lifting on up, windmill around. Reverse our warrior. Straighten through that front leg. Reverse triangle. Inhale, coming back to center. Reach it forward, Trikonasana or triangle pose. Option to extend that top hand. Beautiful. Take one more breath here. Inhale, lift on up. Bending into that front knee, warrior two. From here, we come into our half moon pose. So bring the weight into that front leg and float this front hand down towards the mat. So take a little hop on the way through if you would like. Hand comes down towards the mat. You have an option to use a block or a water bottle or a cushion or something to bring the floor a little bit closer to your right hand here. Lift that back left leg a little bit higher. Engage those glutes. Take another breath here. Wobbles welcome. And then release it on down. Reverse. And windmill to the mat. High to low plank. Inhale and exhale. If you wanted to skip that flow, don't feel you have to take that flow there. You can just come straight to down dog and take a moment there if that's more where you're at this morning. We're going to walk, step or float the feet forward to the front. So bend the knees, walk, step or float. If you're floating or jumping, make sure you're landing nice and lightly. Half lift and fold. Inhale to lift, hands to heart center. Take a moment here. That's it. Inhale, lifting on up and release. That's it. Take a halfway lift and fold. That's it. We release the hands, heel toe the feet slightly closer together. Exhale, sinking into our chair pose. Arms come up, or you can cactus the arms. Try and take a little tuck of the tailbone to keep it in a nice long line as opposed to sticking too far back. That can put a bit of strain through the low back, so just being really careful of that. Coming down to whatever range you have. Hands to heart center. Keep that bend in the knees. As you exhale, twisting towards your left. So right elbow towards left knee. Beautiful. Stay nice and level here with the hips and knees. Beautiful. So one's not coming in front of the other. Beautiful. From here, balancing onto your left leg. Right leg starts to lift on up and shoot back. Nice. From here, we take our little twist. You've got an option to open your wings if you would like. Beautiful. And then windmill all the way around. Warrior two. That's it. Inhale, flip and reverse. Coming back to center. Straighten through that front leg. Reaching it forward. Trikonasana. Beautiful. Option to extend that top arm. Keep the shoulders away from the ears. One more breath. Inhale, let's lift on up. Warrior two. Bring that weight into the front leg. We're going for our half moon again here. So reach. Take that little hop through. And fold. Lift that back leg. Option to use your block if that helps you to open out. Take another couple of breaths here. Lift that back leg a little bit higher. Keep that lifted leg nice and active. So you'll notice that my toes are flointed or pointed. My foot is pointed. Toes are flexed. Beautiful. One more breath here. Release it down to the back of the mat. Flip and reverse. Windmill all the way around to the mat. Lift the back heel and step it back. High to low plank. Or just stay in down dog. Or even a child's pose. That's it, lifting on up. Hold it here for a moment. Let the body settle. Pushing the knuckles into the floor to take the pressure out of the wrists. Take another breath or two here. That's it. Walk, step or float to the front of your mat. Beautiful. Halfway lift and fold. Inhale to lift Hands to heart center. Take another couple of breaths here. That's it. Inhale, lifting on up, and exhale, release. That's it. Halfway lift and fold. That's it. Heel toe the feet if that feels good. Release the hands. So the toes are in towards center, the heels are slightly apart, so you're almost pigeon-toed here. Release the hips down towards the floor. Lift the arms on, up. Hands to heart center. We take our twist to left elbow towards right knee. If you're just tapped on top, that's absolutely fine. If you've got the space to hook over, that's fine as well. So take another couple of breaths here. That's it. From here, lift that left leg up. Balance here, step it back, shoot it back. Take another breath or two here in our twist. Option to open out. That's it, windmill it all the way around, warrior two. Sinking into the front knee. Working a bit of strength, make sure the front knee is over your heel. Flip and reverse. That's it, straighten through the front leg. Reach it through. And exhale, Trikonasana. Beautiful, from here, inhale, lift and reverse. Wobbles welcome. We've got our half moon, so reach that front arm forward to help counterbalance as you bring the weight onto that front leg. Take your little balance here. Use your block if you've got one there. Take another breath or two here. Block is optional, remember. If you're challenging your balance here, that's great too. Take another breath or two here. And release it on down to the mat. Flip reverse. That's it, windmill all the way around to the mat. You've got a challenge here. So as you come on through, you're going to step that leg back, either down dog, or if you want a challenge with me, come through a flow, keep that leg, right leg lifted. High to low. Inhale, up dog or cobra, release that lifted leg, back through to down dog. Take another breath or two here, so really roll those elbow points around to the back of the room. So you're not here, release it down. Take another breath or two here. That's it, inhale, lifting on up to tiptoes, lift that right leg high. Bend and open through the hip. Take a little circle through that hip. So great for building a little bit of hip stability here. Release it on down. Walk, step or float through to the front of your mat. Taking a halfway lift and fold. Inhale to lift. Hands to heart center. Taking a breath or two here. Inhale, lifting on all the way up, and we fold. Taking a halfway lift and fold. Heel toe those feet slightly in towards center again if that feels good. Release the hands, sink the hips down, and hands to heart center, and then right elbow towards left knee. Take your twist, keep those knees in line with one another. Take another breath or two or three here. That's it. Bring your weight into your left leg. Right leg starts to lift on up and shooting back. That's it. Nice and controlled here. Inhale, lifting on up. Windmill it all the way around. Flip and reverse. Coming back through. Straighten through that front leg. Trikonasana. Option to extend. Beautiful. Inhale, lift on up, reverse. And coming on through, half moon. That's it, lifting on up. That's it, release it on back, reverse. And windmill all the way around. That's it, hands plant down. From here, take your challenge. If you're going there, down dog, meet us there. Or leg lifted, take your three-legged flow. Up dog or cobra. Exhale, back through to down dog. Here we go, walk, step or float through to the front of your mat. However you get there is absolutely fine. Taking that halfway lift and fold. Inhale to lift, hands to heart center. That's it, taking a breath or two here. Inhale to lift, exhale to fold. That's it, inhale, take a halfway lift. Exhale to fold, bring those feet a little bit closer to center, release the hands, sink the hips down, lift on up. We're going to mix it up a little bit this round. So hands to heart center, twisting towards your right. So twist on towards your right, lift that back leg on up, step it on back. Beautiful. From here, inhale, lift on up, open out, warrior two, flip and reverse. Straighten through that front leg, windmill all the way around. So this time, instead of coming down to the mat or coming into our Trikonasana, we're going to come into a revolved Trikonasana. So the hands come all the way around. You're going to tilt your hips around to face the front. You might choose to shorten your stance slightly so you can turn your hips to face the front. Revolved Trikonasana. Right hand lifts up, left hand comes down towards your shin. You may choose to use a block here, or you can bring your hand to your shin. Take your pick. Open out. Take another breath or two here. Beautiful. From here, inhale, slowly start to bend and come into that revolved twist. So similar place to what we started our practice with that hand down on the knee. Lift on up. From here, revolved half moon. So you can use your block here as well. Lift that back leg on up, balancing here in our revolved half moon. So instead of my right leg being up, it's my left leg this time. Take another breath or two here. So you're in a twist here. Release it on down. Hands come down. And if you would like, you've got that option for your three-legged flow. Inhale and exhale. Or just come straight to down dog, take your pick. Walk, step or float the feet forward. That's it, halfway lift and fold. Inhale to lift, hands to heart center. We take this on to the other side. So inhale, lifting on up, exhale to fold. Inhale, take a halfway lift, exhale to fold. Release the hands, sink the hips down. Beautiful. Hands to heart center, left, a right elbow to left knee. That's it. Shooting, right foot back, weight into the left foot. That's it, nice work. Take a little moment here. That's it, from here, we open out, warrior two. Beautiful, from here, straighten through that front leg, reverse. You're gonna windmill all the way through. So same thing, shorten that stance if you need. Bring the hips forward, revolved triangle. The hand can come to the block or to the shin to help you with that twist. Take another breath or two here. So hand to the shin, exactly the same thing. Take another breath or two here. Beautiful. From here, inhale, let's lift on up. Bend that knee. Take it into that twist. Lift the back heel on up. That's it. From here, you're going to lift on up. So work your core strength here. Lift on up. Take your block if you've got one. Lift it on up, revolved half moon. Take another breath or two here. That's it. Keep the spine nice and long. One more breath. Release it on down to the floor. Bring the hands on down. Step it back. You've got an option to take that three-legged flow or just meet us in down dog or child's pose. Back through to down dog. Taking a breath or two here. Beautiful. From here, however you get there, we're going to come down to our belly. So you can choose to roll forward, lower the knees maybe, lower to the mat. So coming on down to our belly. First place we're going to go here is a Sphinx pose. So there's been quite a lot of core work through a lot of that sequence. So we're just going to come take a couple of breaths here, elbows on the floor, stacked directly underneath the shoulders. Opening up through the core here, opening up through the chest. So really pull the shoulders back and down, trying to open everything up. That's it. And then from here, we're going to release on all the way down to the mat. We're going to take a little back bend here. So coming on down, if you like to start off with, you can bring the hands underneath your forehead. Beautiful, bring the shoulders down away from the ears. Engage all of that, elongate the neck. So a little tuck of the chin here. From here, our first variation is going to be a locust pose. So we're going to bring our hands towards the back. Beautiful. And inhale, lifting on up. Reach the hands back. One more breath here and release it on down to the mat. Bringing the heels in towards the butt. Beautiful. 1 foot at a time if that's what.
Coming on up into your back bend and slowly releasing when you're ready down into Shavasana.